Heading into the woods behind his home in Harrison, Maine, Chuck Patton is expanding what it means to be a Maine oyster farmer.
Yeah, these are pink oysters, and these will be ready probably by tomorrow.
Pink, blue, and king oysters are but a few of the many varieties of mushrooms grown here at Shady Grove Mushroom.
So these are Piopinos. These are the ones that I actually like to taste. Delicious.
The only thing more diverse than the looks of these mushrooms is the taste.
This is lion's mane. It's kind of like crab meat texture when you cook it.
Others can be prepared to taste like bacon or scallops, though Patton often prefers to keep things simple.
I'm a wicked lazy cook, so I just cut them up pretty much and throw them in a pan with some salt, pepper, garlic, stuff like that. It's delicious just that way.
Patton started off as a hobbyist while working 50 to 90 hours a week as an engineer.
My wife told me I need to find something shiitake growing, and it's a decent living, so I figured it's time to jump ship.
9 years later, he's still growing strong.
Like these lion's mane totems, so in the fall these will end up with big lion's mane all around them. It's towards spring and fall. You can go out here and pick 100+ pounds like just about every other day.
Between the greenhouses and the grove, mushrooms grow year-round. But even when he's not seeding logs, nature still finds a way.
These, they're clean and ready to eat as soon as we take them off the log.
A stroll through downtown Harrison could have you overwhelmed with the wealth of options for places to explore. But we followed the sign to historic Scribner's Mill.
Scribner's Mill is a historic site started in 1847 and pretty much run by the same family right up until it stopped running in 1962.
A flood nearly destroyed the mill in the 1970s, but after being placed into a trust, volunteers rallied to raise funds and save this local landmark.
I'm Roy Clark. I'm the president of Scribner's Mill Preservation. Today, we restored the mill to the 1847 position where it had an up and down sash saw, but we also have the whole barrel making shop, which we do demonstrate to this day.
While barrels were not actually assembled here, getting hands-on with the components is a fantastic way for guests to connect with history.
The staves were made here, and they were cut on a barrel saw. The heads were made here, which is taking just straight boards, and they would be cut on a special barrel head saw and then tapered. So the parts were made here and they were shipped out.
Shipping at that time required water, which was abundant on the Crooked River that still flows under the mill and connects to Sebago Lake. From there, it's on to the Cumberland and Oxford Canal, built in 1830 as an ambitious 30-mile project to connect Harrison to the Atlantic.
They dug all these canals where there weren't rivers or waterways. They would use big long poles, or they would use horses to pull those canal boats along. So lumber that was made in Harrison could go to Portland.
Martha Dennison is a Harrison resident whose family roots, as a direct descendant of the Scribner family, run deep. Today at the Harrison Historical Society, she shares a canal boat replica on permanent display.
We're standing beside the HHS Mary C. The original ones were 65 feet. This is 50%, so it's about 32 feet. It was built in 2005 for Harrison's bicentennial.
Back at Scribner's Mill, Clark and Dennison toured the property and the original Scribner family homestead.
The mill is really a story of a family, the Scribner family, who lived and worked here. It's a great story of a family over the years. It's important to preserve history, I think, for our kids and for our future generations.
And Jesse Scribner, who is featured in several photos in the piece, worked at the mill until he was 92 years old.
92 years old. As you heard, the mill closed in 1962. Really, its peak period of operation was around 1915. They were making box parts, which were ultimately assembled to send munitions, ammo, overseas.